The $9 billion Megaproject is certainly the best news today. This project is reshaping a country and will surely be so massive than ever before. Do you want to know what this Megaproject is? How is this project reshaping a country? If so, then watch this video, as today we are showing you everything about this Megaproject worth billions of dollars. Make sure to subscribe for more uploads like this. Here we begin. Before we start on the main topic, let me ask you all a question. So what is Kuala Lumpur recognized for? Do you have any ideas? First, let me inform you that Kuala Lumpur is recognized for its beautiful shrines, rich markets, and 400-million-year-old caves. Yes, you heard it right! And it has some skyscrapers too. Now let me tell you all about its Petronas Towers, which held the record of the world's tallest buildings between 1998 and 2004, and its nowadays expanding Merdeka PNB 118, which is the world's second tallest building. You are already aware that Southeast Asia is one of the fastest growing metropolitan areas, and it got this title after it was altered from an insignificant tin mining city in the 1800s to a thriving hub of culture and marketing. Presently, Kuala Lumpur is developing again, but let me inform you all that this new epic is about more than sky-high configurations. We also know that building tall is a fraction of the strategy, but Malaysia's capital is getting big in a distinct direction, assembling sprawling mega improvements that could assist it in evolving to become the new Asian superpower it's long wished to be. So do you know about Malaysia's journey? How has this nation developed? Well, don't worry, because I have covered this too. But since attaining liberation from Britain back in the 1950s, let me surprise you all that Malaysia has been on an incredible journey. The country has brought a few of the world's most stunning skyscrapers, which have boosted its worldwide reputation. So we can say that modernizing its economy has helped this nation to be a crucial center for trade and investment. Oh yes, are you aware that during the 1980s and 90s, this nation was one of the most rapidly evolving economies in the world? But you will be surprised to know that its development process has slowed down, but not its big yearnings for growth. Its objective is to become a high-income and completely advanced country by 2025, which is 5 years ahead of the scheduled schedule. So how does this nation plan to achieve this goal? Do you have any ideas? Well, let's talk about it. Okay, so one path by which the government plans to accomplish this is by altering Kuala Lumpur into one of the world's most livable municipalities. How? It aims to do it by providing the nation with its first international finance hub. This one hopes it could compete with Singapore, London, and Hong Kong. Do you think it's possible? Of course it is! This is mainly because Kuala Lumpur presently has some extremely big growth underway that will enable it to fulfill these goals. And let me inform you that much of this work is happening across one huge site. Yes, we are talking about the new Tun Razak Exchange, or TRX. It's established to evolve to be Kuala Lumpur's new prominent business district all on its own. Well, you can understand it as a city within a city. But that's not the only thing. There's a lot more going on. So now let's talk about it. First, you will find that around 30 skyscrapers are being established here, with a collective total floor area of over 2.2 million square meters. That provides TRX a total value of 40 billion Malaysian ringgit, or USD 9 billion. So we can be assured that things have begun to be powerful in finance, and a few of the largest names in banking, like Prudential and HSBC, have already arranged new headquarters there. Oh wait! Do you think that it's only about the large skyscrapers? But let me clarify that it's not. There's more to it than business people in costly suits. So this mega project would be packed up with high-end homes and retail, recreation facilities, and cultural centers, and nearly a quarter of the new territory will be green space, and this is the one thing this city has a substantial lack of. Well, this mega project derived its name from the second Prime Minister of Malaysia, Tun Abdul Razak Hussein. Taking up a huge fraction of it is the Exchange TRX, furthermore recognized as the Lifestyle Quarter. Yes, you are right! The Exchange TRX, the fraction of the Tun Razak Exchange, is shortened to TRX. You're a little bewildered by the names, aren't you? And we can't even accuse you! Now, the TRX is a combined cooperation between Lend-Lease and master developer TRX City, which is completely acquired by the Malaysian Ministry of Finance. Therefore, the 17-acre network comprises 6 residential towers, an office skyscraper, a retail mall, lodging, and a 10-acre park. Well, you can say its pack is full of every development. Presently, most important cities would attempt to find an area in their centers for a sizable garden, and Kuala Lumpur is not distinct. And this is the reason why planners agreed to put it on the top, with leafy greenery that cascades downwards, dissipating into other public areas around the quarter. And let me tell you that the green credentials we are discussing don't cease there. There has been much layout and building work prominently across the area. Do you know about the interesting facility that is being built there? Well, I am talking about an on-site building for dealing with and recycling wastewater, which is the first of its sort in Southeast Asia. You will find that TRX foresees that this facility will lessen its water consumption by around 500 million liters every year when it is correlated to normal growth of this size. And you will be surprised to know that it's roughly about 200 Olympic swimming pools. Many of the building equipment utilized in the financial quarter was saved or sourced locally, and several surfaces have been dealt with so less warmth from the sun fetches into skyscrapers. That implies less fuel that is required to be expended for cooling them. And these days, you will find that the site is humming with high-rise action, but it's already been like this for years. So a very apparent characteristic that has been completed for a while is the structure that relatively literally stands out above the rest, and it is Exchange 106. Presently, it has become Malaysia's third tallest building. This undertaking took only 3 years, and it's quick enough for a skyscraper of this size with China State Construction Engineering dealing with the build. Now, this building has everything in one place that wouldn't certainly work without reasonable transport connections. But it's very simple to get there by car and bus, although there are 6 important roads and streets relating to it. Furthermore, let me inform you that TRX is well connected by rail, and you will find that almost everything on this site is within 5 minutes of walking to Kuala Lumpur's biggest and widest gathering rapid transit station and the just commerce on the whole network. You will see that many new highways have been constructed, prevailing ones upgraded, and pedestrian connections expanded in and around the improvement. And this comprises a modern road bridge that had to be constructed over one of those roads connecting the major district to the urban quarter. During its building, 4 trusses had to be raised aloft in place utilizing a crawler crane. And these lifts were the biggest on the project, which compelled all enclosing highways to shut down and took place at night. And this announcement resulted in anger nationwide and saw its preceding prime minister, who was Najib Razak, detained for 12 years. Rather than vacating the undertaking with a big payment bill and a deserted skyscraper in the middle of Kuala Lumpur, the government put up the lost cash, enabling TRX to begin again. Now, it is observed that the task is back in full swing and more formation occurs in one area than you'd anticipate across an entire city. The main option is that once all the skyscrapers going up around it are completed, Kuala Lumpur can view itself as one of the world's most impressive destinations for committees and other massive events. And this will be promising good news for this capital of a country whose frugality is on the surge again. So that's all for today. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe and smash the bell icon to get more uploads like this. Until we meet again, take care.